Hey y'all, it's Sara here. Mark suggested I do like a curriculum unboxing video. So I just got the kids' curriculum from Christian Light in the mail today, and I'm really excited about this year. We're changing things up compared to what we did last year, which of course, last year was our first. This says continued, but then there's nothing on the back. Maybe it's in the other box. So I bought a lot. So we're switching things up, like I mentioned, and I'm excited about this year. We're going with Christian Light Publications. Last year we kind of did a hodgepodge of different curriculums, and while it wasn't bad, I kind of wanted to do something that went together. So we're still doing a separate science and history, but for language and reading and Bible and math, we are using the Christian Light. So I probably should have taken the camera off the table I'm working with since you guys keep bouncing. Sorry. Okay. Here's the rest of it. See? So you can see here that I have all these and all this that I bought. So I'm supposed to check to make sure it's all here. That way I can let them know if there's anything missing. So, okay. It's just a pre-order form. Alright, so first things first. And a couple things I bought off of Facebook groups that sell used curriculum. So I got Clay's readers, his 2 reading books, and some of the little light unit workbooks I was able to get through Facebook. They weren't used. They were in good shape. So, alright, so here we have the language arts 2 teacher's guide. So Clay's going into 2nd grade, and I'm not one of those people that can just wing it. It makes me very uncomfortable. I like to have a plan, so I like to get the teacher's guides. I know sometimes people don't do that because they can kind of do it on their own or whatnot. I prefer to have it, so I'm gonna mark that off. Yay for 2nd grade language teacher guide. Alright, next on the list is math. So here, these little light units. Now, one thing I really like about this is it's easy to carry around with you. Like if you have doctor's appointments or other things, to the church or whatever we might be doing at that time, it's easy to take this with you because it's not like a huge book. See, it's real thin, and there's 10 of these for math. So it also helps you kind of work at your own pace and be able to get through. And I was told, what I was told and what I've read in reviews is that the Christian Light Education math is a little advanced. And Clay, he was the main reason why I decided to go with this math for this year, is because he is super math oriented. Like his brain just works with numbers, and so I wanted to challenge him, and I think that this math curriculum will do that. I think it's also going to challenge Ella. Ella is more of my reader language girl, so I'm hopeful. I asked her about going, with teaching textbooks, which is like a CD, DVD kind of thing, or doing something a little more challenging like Christian Light, and she said she wanted to be challenged, so hopefully she doesn't decide she doesn't want to be challenged anymore after we start, because it's already been bought, so she's gonna have to suck it up. So we got all 10 of those for Clay's math, and then we have 2 math teacher guides for 201 through 205. There's a teacher's guide which has all the answers as well as teaching the lesson, like how to kind of do that. Mark is normally the one that does our math for us. He would do the math before he went into the office at the church. And so I think we're gonna probably stick to that this year for most days. I mean, obviously there's days when I can take care of it, but it just kind of depends, I guess. So here is the Helping Hands Teacher's Guide. This is the reading for Clay. It is the teacher's guide that has like the test questions and the questions for discussions and the quiz questions, answers and stuff in it for the Helping Hands book, which is one of his reader books. So I need to mark that off. And then what I bought on Facebook had all of the light units except for one. And so this 201, so the first light unit with the reading book, I had to buy. So that I bought that. So that's good. Let's see if I can find it on reading. There it is. Awesome. And here is the teacher's guide for the second reading book for Clay, which is called Happy Hearts. And one thing I really love about this reading curriculum is the character building and the morals that are involved. This is a Christian, Christian Light Education is a Christian company, and they, it might look a little old-timey or, dated even, but the stories, I don't have to worry about my children reading stories that I don't approve of, even at such a young age. I've heard some things at the public schools that they make the kids read, just even math problems, just different scenarios that it's like Susie has 2 moms and she does this. It's like I don't want that in my kid's face, and so I'm really excited about this curriculum and just the morals and the stuff that the stories have. This is a new thing this year. We didn't have a strict Bible curriculum last year, but this year we are. Both of the kids are going to have their own light units for Bible 2 and Bible 4. There are 5 light units for each of the Bible grades, and so I've got the 5 Bible for Clay. Get those marked off. And let's see what's next. Here's the Bible teacher guide. Now I probably didn't really have to buy the Bible teacher guide, but there are some extra activities and things that they suggest the teacher to say when they're talking through the lesson and stuff. And maybe in a couple of years when I've been doing this for a while, I might feel more comfortable kind of winging some stuff, but I like the help right now. And one thing about Christian Light is these are very inexpensive. Like this teacher's guide right here was $9, and so I'd rather pay the $9 to have that kind of help if I need it throughout the year than not have it and be kind of freaking out a little bit. Next on docket is this is also Clay's language. So also 10 light units for language arts, and so this is going to encompass phonics, penmanship, spelling, grammar, all those things in this one class, this one group. And one thing I like about this that I think is kind of funny is that they do a lot of pronunciation things, and this is made in Pennsylvania, and so the way they pronounce some words is a bit different than the way we pronounce them down here in the South. And so I was told to just be prepared to have some areas where we might just have to skip or not necessarily grade too hard on because we just speak different. So that's good. No problem there. So I got all 10 of those. Well, I guess I just assumed I had all 10. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, all 10. All right, now we get into some of Ella's stuff. Bridges Beyond is her reading book. I'm excited also about this. Ella is an excellent reader, and she likes to read, even though she struggles a bit with comprehension, being able to remember what she's reading. And so that's one thing that I was told that this Christian Light stuff really helps with is comprehension. Like they have to read something and then be able to kind of regurgitate it, so to speak, as they get older. So I think that's good. So we also have 5. The reading has 5 of the light units for the reading class. I'm running out of space here in front of me. And I also bought the teacher's guide for the reading. Just want to make sure I have the right answers, and I have some little help with the discussions and stuff we have to have. All right, so now Ella's Bible. This is her Bible light unit. Also has 5. I'm really excited about the things she's going to learn. I mean, I think as her parents, it's our job to teach our children about God and His love and His grace and His mercy and salvation, redemption through Jesus. And so I think that's our job. But I love the Bible curriculum in the fact that they just get to learn about what the Bible says. You know, Bible stories, Bible, you know, things that I maybe take for granted because I grew up in the church, and just knowledge of what the Bible talks about. And so they also have the teacher's guide for that as well. So I'm gonna mark those off. Okay, page 1 we got done. Page 1, good. Into page 2. Now we have the language, also 10 light units. This is for Ella, and so again, you know, spelling, penmanship, grammar, pronunciation, things, you know. She's a really good speller too. I was kind of amazed that she knows how to spell some things, but also just be able to pronounce them. Like, she can see a word she's never seen before, and she's really good at sounding it out and being able to be like, oh yeah, that's that word. Like, I never taught you that word. So her teacher guide for language arts is a bit thicker than Clay's, so there's a bit more to it. And I'm excited about digging into these and getting prepped and ready for school. We're going to start on the 14th of August, which is a little earlier than what they're starting here in New Boston. But we're also taking a week, actually like 7 or 8 days off of school in September when we go to Disney World for our family vacation that we've been preparing like over a year and a half for. Super excited about that. I also got a language art reference chart. This is for 3rd and 4th grade, and so I'm hoping that might help Ella a bit, and also Clay eventually. So that's the end of box 1. So now we just have a few more things. I got this little box for box 2. We should have Ella's math. Has little notes on here. Open immediately, because you only have a certain amount of time to let them know you're missing something. Goodness. Okay. All right. So this box, yes, here is math. So we've got all 10 of Ella's Math 4. So she'll be doing things, and I love this, God's light in mathematics. So, I mean, God's everywhere, and He's in all things and about all things, and I love that this curriculum shows that. Shows how God is in everything, in every aspect of our life. Isn't that the truth? We also have 2 teacher's guides for math for light units 1 through 5 and 6 through 10. So we have both of those in here. Mark will have fun. And I like how this has, you know, like the answers, and then there's like teacher notes section. So as, you know, we're teaching the kids, if there's something that Ella's not getting or that she needs extra explanation for, we can, you know, write that down so that we'll know. I also got a math reference chart for grades 2 through 6. It has multiplication tables, multiplication names, division names, addition names, just a bunch of just fraction stuff, temperature, metric units, time stuff on here. Some few things about geometry and stuff. So just something that we can have as a reference if needed. And again, that was like $3, so it wasn't super expensive. And this I'm really excited about, which we'll see how it works. But this is Speedy Spanish. I just kind of wanted the kids to have a second language, and I know that they learn a lot better the younger they are, like they can retain it and keep it. and I kind of want to learn along with them because I don't speak any other language. And so I got the Speedy Spanish one because it was fairly inexpensive, and so we're going to try to test this out for this year to see how the kids do with that. I'll have to vlog about that after school starts and see how it's going. So that is all of it. So I was able to get everything. Now one thing that we're doing for history is we're doing Mystery of History, the second volume, because we did the first volume last year, and we're really light on history, and we don't do a whole lot of extra things. Like there's 3 lessons a week, and so I'll read those with the kids and we kind of discuss them. I'm hoping this year we'll have a bit more discussion in those than we did last year. They kind of just tolerated it last year, but we did. I mean, I know I learned a lot because it was from creation through Jesus, and so that's what we covered before. And so now this year we're going to be learning about the Romans and the empire and stuff, like, you know, from Jesus to the Middle Ages. And so I'm excited. I think it'll be good for the kids. For science, we're going to do Apologia's human anatomy, and I'm really pumped about that because that kind of stuff interests me. But we're doing the junior version notebooks and stuff, and so I've got the books and notebooks for that. So we'll be doing science twice a week as well. So that kind of gives you a good look at the curriculum we're doing for this year. I'd love to hear what your favorites are, what you have had good experiences with, what you want to stay away from, and why. I know we all have different reasons behind what we choose, and I'm really hopeful that this will be a good homeschool year for us, and that the kids will continue to learn and to grow, and not just in their academic knowledge, but in their love for the Lord. So that's the ultimate goal. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for going through the boxes with me, and we'll talk later. Bye.
If you're wondering what's next for the Williams family, please click the subscribe button on the left of the screen.
If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and leave a comment down below.
If you really like this video, check out some of our other videos and share with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye!